and welcome back to our English Literature virtual class. Today I am going to tell you an extract of a story whose name is Oliver Twist, written by Charles Dickens, and the name of the chapter from your textbook is Oliver is Rescued. Here you will get these words in the chapter and you should know the meanings. So wed means thick pile, prime means main or most suitable, gobbled means ate something very fast in a way that people consider rude or greedy. And the characters in this story are Oliver himself, and two other characters are Dodger and Fagin. They have brought a huge change in Oliver's life. The first name, Dodger, is the name of a boy but elder than Oliver, and Fagin is an old man we will come across in the story. So we were talking about the author. Charles Dickens was a British writer and journalist. Dickens faced many hardships when he was young, which influenced his writing. Even though he never received formal education, he edited a weekly journal for 20 years and wrote 15 novels, as well as hundreds of short stories and articles. Some of his popular works include Oliver Twist, A Christmas Carol, David Copperfield, and Great Expectations. Many of his stories have been adapted as movies. He also actively fought for children's rights and other social reforms. Let us now read a story about how Oliver Twist finds friends in a new city. So Oliver ran and ran until he came to a signpost. He decided to walk to London and thought of making a better life there. He walked 10 miles a day. At night, he hid in hay barns and woke each morning hurting and weak with hunger. At last, he reached the city. His sore feet were bleeding and his clothes were torn. He watched people pushing roughly against each other in a crowd around market stalls and shops, so busy that no one noticed him. He fainted on a doorstep and was too tired to beg. He could get delicious smells coming from a bakery. Oliver walked weakly up to the window where the piles of freshly made bread, cakes, buns, etc. were kept. He stared at them in a way that showed he wanted them very much. A boy about the same age with sharp eyes came up to him and asked, "Hungry?" "Very," said Oliver. To Oliver's surprise, the boy pulled a wad of money out of his pocket. "I'll get you something. Wait here." The boy returned with a bag full of hot pies. "I'm Dodger," he said, as Oliver gobbled the food. "You?" Oliver Twist. "Got a bed tonight?" Oliver. "No." "Got any family?" No one at all. I know a kind gentleman who will take care of you. He won't want any rent either. That's generous, exclaimed Oliver. He followed Dodger down a dirty maze of narrow streets. It looked so dirty, Oliver almost wished he hadn't come. But he had nowhere else to go. Finally, they reached a house. Dodger led him up a staircase to a dark room. Oliver saw an old man wearing a dirty blue coat and frying sausages over the fire. Behind him, a group of boys danced and dodged, playing a game. The old man's coat had a lot of pockets stuffed with hankies, wallets and pens, and the boys were trying to pull them out without his notice. "Hey, Fagin," yelled Dodger. "This is Oliver." "Hello, Oliver. Want to play?" asked Fagin. Oliver politely said, "Yes, sir." He carefully took out a hanky. "You are a natural," laughed Fagin. "Come and have a sausage." That night, Oliver got under his blanket and thought that he was lucky to find new friends. The next morning, when Oliver was awake at dawn, he saw Fagin opening a box and run his hands over necklaces, sparkling rings, and shining gold coins. Fagin turned to Oliver. He pushed the box back under the floor quickly and faced Oliver threateningly. "What did you see?" "Nothing," stammered Oliver, terrified. "Good boy," said Fagin. "Keep quiet or you will be sorry. That's all I have to keep for my old age. Do what you are told, Oliver, if you want to be happy here." A few days later, Fagin told Oliver to go out with Dodger. They stopped by a bookshop which had a stall outside in the street. A richly dressed gentleman had picked up a book from the stall and was reading it. "See him?" asked Dodger. "Prime target. Stay close." Dodger pulled a wallet from the gentleman's coat pocket. In that moment, Oliver understood what his new friends were: thieves. The gentleman moved around and realized that he had been robbed. "Stop, thief!" he yelled at Oliver. Oliver looked for Dodger, but he had disappeared. Oliver was panicked and started racing off. Everyone shouted, "Stop, thief!" and chased him. Oliver was breathless and kept running until he fell down. "Please, sir," he whispered. As the gentleman reached him, "I'm not a thief." The gentleman stared at him and said, "Well, you look honest." "Get the police," said a passerby.
Yeah.
"No, he deserves a chance," replied the gentleman. "Who are you, boy?" "My name is Brownlow. Perhaps I can help you. Come with me." From here, children, we can understand that Oliver has now gone into safe hands. Now, if you want to know about Oliver's birth time till his youth age, you must read the full story from a library later. I'm sure you will love it. In fact, Charles Dickens is one of my favorite authors. So I'll be back again in the next class. Keep in touch with us. Bye bye. See you and take care.